everyone. I'm Clayton Mitchell, a senior consultant here at Cardinal Path, and welcome to our webinar. Today, we kick off part one of our three-part training, Fundamentals of Google Ads. We're hoping to empower you to create effective paid search campaigns to drive business success. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping items to review. First, this session is being recorded. A link to the recording will be sent to you via email tomorrow morning. We have also allowed time for questions, so please send them in as you think of them. Just use the questions tab on your go-to panel and we'll address as many as possible at the end. If we're not able to answer your question live, we'll be sure to follow up directly via email. And with that, I will hand it over to Patrick.
Thanks, Clayton. We are Cardinal Path, foremost analytics and marketing optimization consultancy for the enterprise. We have over 200 analysts, statisticians, data scientists, developers, technologists, and digital marketers on staff. We are the first and largest Google Analytics 360 reseller in the world. We've trained over 100,000 individuals. As Clayton said, my name's Patrick Sock. I've been a digital marketer for 20 years and have built and executed sophisticated search marketing and multi-channel marketing programs in online travel, e-commerce, higher education, business-to-business services, and luxury consumer brands. I've worked in-house as a freelancer and as an account director in an agency setting. In today's webinar, we'll cover an introduction to search marketing, advertising on Google.com versus Google Search Partners, deconstruct the search process, go over the anatomy of a search ad, determining ad rank factors, and then wrap up with Q&A. And if we have a chance, we'll mix some questions in real time as well. Let's jump right into an introduction to search marketing. Online advertising, and particularly paid search advertising, allows interested people to be exposed to your ads and websites via digital devices at the moment they raise their hand to express their intent and their interest. This makes paid search a powerful and efficient marketing channel. Looking at current global search market share, Google commands more than 80% of global market share, followed by Baidu with 7%, Bing with 6%, and small stragglers bringing up the rear. Most North American advertisers can reach the vast majority of search engine users with a well-executed Google Ads campaign, and nearly 100% of searchers if they run Bing advertising as well. In the global market, the same can be accomplished by adding Baidu into the mix. Over time, search engine marketing, along with the anatomy of typical search results pages, has changed quite a lot. And SEM and SEO are not the same thing. Search engine marketing refers to paid search advertising and search engine optimization to the methods and practices of on-site, off-site, and technical optimization of websites to influence ranking for organic search results. If we break down this example search results page for a search for the term leather sectionals, you see the top block is Google Shopping ads. Directly below that are two paid search ads, followed by a local search 3-pack including map and local search results. Where are the organic listings, you may be asking? They are there, but they are buried way below the fold and what will fit on my screen. This is a fairly typical search results page for a search term that we might call a product-related search that is likely to return relevant results for e-commerce via shopping ads, local results for brick and mortar retailer, and paid search text ads, along with organic search results. Sessions 2 and 3 of this series will go into much more detail on how and why you want to rank well for paid search results. But this example results page demonstrates clearly the adage, out of sight, out of mind, and why the top handful of search results command the lion's share of paid search ad clicks. Advertisers looking to make a strong play on high volume keywords and root and core search terms relevant to their products and services need to keep this in mind in their bidding strategies. And smart advertisers prioritize great account structure, ad copy, and extensions and landing page optimization to achieve high ranking potential at the best possible CPC. You may have heard a lot of terminology and acronyms used to describe paid search, including SEM, search engine marketing, pay per click, search engine advertising, and many more. As you may have surmised, and part of the confusion of terms in our industry is that some of this terminology refers to the cost model involved, pay-per-click, for example, which applies to more than just search engine marketing campaigns in a lot of cases, and others refer to paid digital marketing more generally, such as paid advertising, which could include social media, video, and programmatic buys. Let's look at some of the key benefits of Google Ads. The PPC model, that is pay-per-click, it means that you only pay when a user clicks on your advertisement or takes some other valuable action, such as making a phone call directly from an ad. Google Ads offers a one-stop shop, allowing you to place paid search buys, product shopping ads, YouTube video campaigns, and Google Display Network buys from one platform. Google Ads is highly measurable, from impressions to clicks and on to conversions. This gives advertisers lots of levers for optimizing performance in Google Ads. Paid search can be highly cost-effective when you build campaigns according to best practices and optimize them to your KPI targets. Google Ads offers a number of targeting options, including geography, demographics, in-market and interest-based segments, browser language, and first-party customer and remarketing lists. A well-executed Google Ads program is highly relevant to users, particularly for paid search. When you bid on the right keywords paired with great ad copy and landing pages, you provide users with a highly relevant, quality user experience at the moment they want or need something. Ultimately, Google Ads can support a wide variety of business objectives and goals, including driving online sales. For an e-commerce website, transactions and new customer acquisitions are key. Google Ads supports campaigns that will bring in first-time visitors, as well as really efficient search and display remarketing tactics that allow you to go after specific audiences such as shopping cart abandoners or high-value repeat customers to drive those online sales. Phone calls, especially with the rise in smartphone usage and the increasing overall share of internet searches done by mobile device users, driving phone calls to your business directly from your paid search ads can drive new business and help your customers reach you. You can drive brand awareness. Google Ads supports awareness and reach-based goals via the Google Display Network and YouTube video ad campaigns. Store visits. With ad extensions specifically focused on your store location and the ability to provide directions to users to get them into your store, driving store visits should be a key conversion activity for brick and mortar businesses. If mobile apps are a key component of overall user engagement and repeat revenue for your business, mobile app downloads represent a measurable and valuable conversion activity around which to optimize. Remember that you can drive users to download apps directly via a mobile app extension. Recruitment, you could run really highly targeted recruitment campaigns on Google Ads, find talent you need and measure the results. Drive viewer engagement and channel loyalty with compelling interactive video ad formats that can help drive subscribers and followers. And don't forget lead generation. Google Ads can be a great source of new leads for your business, and CRM integration can help you bring offline conversion data into Google Ads to understand the full value of your lead generation, lead nurturing, and sales efforts.
Hey, Patrick, there's a great question that's come in. I just wanted to give you a chance to address it just because it seems really topical. The question is, how can I track conversions in Google Ads? For instance, what can I track and how?
Thanks, Clayton. Thanks for the question. You can create tracking pixels directly within Google Ads and then implement them on your site via the GTag format, via Google Tag Manager or other tag management system, or even as legacy JavaScript snippets directly in your page code. You can fire these on key conversion and thank you pages. Another great source of conversion tracking that you want to keep in mind is your linked Google Analytics account. You can import and use those Google Analytics conversion goals or e-commerce transaction and revenue data for your conversion tracking within Google Ads as well. This is a nice feature. Thanks for the question, Clayton. The Google, excuse me, the Google Ads platform gives you access to search, display, and video advertising campaigns. Within Google Ads, there is the Search Network and the Google Display Network, as well as YouTube advertising. The Search Network is where you run your true paid search ad campaigns. The Search Network is made up of Google.com search inventory and Google Search Partners inventory, and it is important to note and track the differences. In my professional experience, Google Search Inventory comes at a bit of a premium in terms of CPC for the same keywords, but overall performance rates are considerably higher in many cases in terms of conversion rate and value, particularly in the context of B2B lead generation, professional services, and some other verticals. Google Search Partners inventory can be considerably cheaper on a CPC basis, but it pays to evaluate paid search inventory sources for overall quality and performance metrics that matter most to your business. Here we are looking at Google Ads results on google.com. So this is Google Search Inventory. We see the shopping ads followed directly by a paid search text ad. And here we are looking at Google Search Partners results on the ask.com site. In this situation, a Google Ads advertiser search ad displays in the search results listed on ask.com or another Google partner inventory site. The Google Display Network makes a variety of appealing ad formats available to help build brand awareness and engagement on publisher websites within the Google Display Network and non-search Google inventory such as YouTube. The Google Display Network and YouTube campaigns can help round out and support your media strategies aimed at increasing reach, awareness, and brand favorability in a cost-effective manner. GDN ads appear embedded in placements on publisher websites, and advertisers can control where their ads show up based on audience targeting by bidding on specific placements, geographic targeting, and contextual keyword targeting. Let's dive into the search process. Looking at the search funnel, paid search sometimes reflects a linear journey or traditional conversion or sales funnel. Other times it simply helps you align the particular mindset of a user reflected in their search queries to the likely interactions and conversion behaviors that align with a particular meaningful moment for that user. Aligning your understanding of particular subsets of search queries with the concept of user mindsets can help you deliver the most relevant and quality user experience possible at a particular moment in time, resulting in either moving users along the path to conversion or fulfilling a particular need and expectation at a particular slice in time. It's important to realize that users don't always or even often follow precise linear journeys to becoming customers. Understanding these concepts allows you to see the importance of measuring and reporting not just your most important conversion activities, such as transactions or lead form submissions, but also the key micro conversions that correspond most closely with different phases of that funnel or journey. Consider how people might search for your business online. How would your typical customer find or research your business? What search terms would they use to find you on Google specifically? Consider some really powerful and free tools readily available to search advertisers. The Keyword Planner tool, which is available directly within the Google Ads platform, as well as Google Search Trends, are really great options. These can help you understand how users are searching for your products and services. What are the key things you would like a user to do on your website? What are your conversions? Remember what I said earlier about understanding key conversions aligned to key steps in a user's journey. And here's one that's really important. What are your competitors doing? Spending some time looking at search results and understanding the ads your competitors are using, how they are differentiating themselves, how you can differentiate yourself from them. This can be a big advantage in the long term. What is your typical customer like? Do you understand the kinds of needs and interests your customers have? This can be a significant competitive advantage, allowing you to tailor your ad copy, landing pages, audience targeting, all to make your Google Ads portfolio more efficient and effective. Understanding your customer is crucial, and it's a reason why traditional marketers have spent so much time and money doing market research and customer research. Let's briefly deconstruct the search process. It all starts with the search term, the exact word or set of words someone types in to find a product, service, or information. In this case, running shoes. In real time and accomplished in fractions of a second, the Google Ads auction comes next and determines Which paid ads, if any, appear in the search results? Assuming that paid ads show up in the results, what are the metrics that matter most at this point in the search process? Search impressions are counted anytime an ad shows up in the search results page and is potentially viewable by a searcher. I say potentially because it could be buried below the fold, for example, the way that the organic results were in our earlier screenshot. Clicks are counted whenever a user clicks on a paid ad in the search results or takes another targeted action such as making a phone call directly from a paid ad. These are the actions that lead to the pay in pay per click. Impression share metrics have replaced the traditional average position metrics that used to be reported in Google Ads. Average position is now deprecated and advertisers have access to various impression share metrics: absolute top impression share, and search impression share overall. So this is how competitive metrics are shared at this point, in addition to metrics such as impression share lost due to rank, which can be a useful indicator signal. When someone clicks on an ad, the landing page is where the user ends up after they click, also known as final URL or destination URL in past iterations of Google Ads. The landing page should ideally be highly relevant to the keyword for which the user searched. Again, metrics that come into play at this point are click-through rate, or CTR, that is the rate of clicks divided by impressions, how often someone who sees your ad clicks on that ad. And CPC is the cost per click you've paid when a searcher clicks on your ad. In a few slides, you'll see how landing page quality and relevance can directly impact how your ad ranks and how much you pay for the clicks you receive. The conversion. Conversion should represent the interactions that matter most to your company at each potential phase of the search journey or funnel. The metrics that matter here are conversion rate, or conversions divided by clicks, and cost per conversion, cost divided by conversions. These conversion-based metrics provide you the fuel you need to optimize your campaigns to the performance targets you've set for yourself and help ensure you keep your paid search program profitable. In the chat, you can take a look at one of Google Support's documents on setting up conversion goals for Google Ads. The building block of a paid search advertisement is the text ad. The current standard ad text format is the expanded text ad, which features 3 headlines, 2 description lines, a display URL, 2 display paths, plus a number of ad extensions, such as site links. And the very latest iteration of a paid search ad is a format known as the responsive search ad. Here, the advertiser adds a minimum of 3 headlines and up to 15, a minimum of 2 description lines and up to 4 total, a display URL, again a final URL, and the display URL paths. Google Ads then displays various combinations of those elements along with relevant ad extensions to fit the particular ad format and search query involved.
Patrick, another question's come in. I just wanted to stop you if you got a second. There's the question for you. Can I run expanded text ads and responsive text ads in the same ad groups? And does Google have recommendations around how many ads to run?
That's a great question. Google does recommend running at least 2 expanded text ads and 1 responsive search ad per ad group. So the short answer is yes, you can run them together, and Google recommends running them both. Thanks for the question. It's important to understand how Google Ads determines when and where paid ads show up in the search results. It comes down to ad rank. Ad rank is the value that's used to determine where your ads show up compared to other advertisers bidding on the same keywords or other paid ad placements in the search results. Ad rank is a composite score Google Ads assigns real time that is comprised of your max CPC bid, your quality score, and the presence of eligible ad extensions. Ad rank is recalculated each time your ad is eligible to appear, so ad position can fluctuate from search to search depending on the context of a user's search and your ad rank at a given moment. Taking the ad rank factors one at a time, maximum CPC is your bid, the most you are willing to pay for a click on your ad. Take some time to determine what clicks are worth for you for a particular keyword or set of keywords. If you set your bid too low, Google will let you know, both in terms of lack of impressions and clicks on high volume keywords, and also in terms of the competitive metrics reported. Impression share loss due to rank is a great signal that you may be bidding too low. The actual CPC you pay takes into account the ad rank of the person below you divided by your quality score plus a penny. Quality score itself is itself a compound score that evaluates expected CTR, ad relevance, and landing page experience. There's no cost associated with improving your quality score, so focus on the things you can control and make sure your ads are as relevant as possible, your keyword sets are highly relevant and organized by theme and modifiers, and make sure your landing pages are as closely tied to the search terms as possible. Quality score impacts both your ad auction eligibility, your ad position, and the actual CPC you end up paying when you win an auction and a click. Ad extensions are ad features that allow you to display additional information about your business along with the main ad copy. There are manual and automated extensions. You can opt out of the automated ones if you want to in your settings. Ad extensions help you take up more real estate, which drives more awareness and recall of your ads. They allow you to convey more information in your ad copy, which often leads to improved click-through as well. The types of ad extensions available are site links, which are deep links to additional relevant pages on your website other than the main landing page of the ad. And call-outs, these let you promote a unique aspect of your business, something that differentiates you from your competitors, say. Call extensions allow searchers to call you directly from a search ad. As we mentioned earlier, this is a great feature for brick and mortar stores, giving users one more way to reach you. Structured snippets, these allow you to list your key product or service categories as part of your ad copy, again, increasing your real estate and giving searchers more information about your company. Price extensions, here you can highlight pricing on a core product or service. Location and affiliate locations. These provide you the opportunity to share your business location information, your physical addresses, and direction information to help drive users to your business locations. Again, a good option for brick and mortar advertisers. App extensions, as mentioned earlier, allow users to download a mobile app directly from your ad. This is a great option if you use mobile apps to help drive user engagement, provide apps where people can make purchases or bookings, etc. If apps are important to your business, consider using app extensions in your ads. Message extensions. These let your users contact you via text message directly from an ad. Again, creating one more way for users to engage and interact with your business directly from an ad, and facilitating ease of communication with you, again, directly from an ad. Promotion extensions. These allow you to highlight your special offers or sales directly within your ads. You can create start and end dates for these, so you're not left with irrelevant or expired promotions hanging in your account. But again, it's a great way to call out a specific limited time offer that you may have on your site, without necessarily having to go in and impact your legacy ad copy directly. Let's look at an example of how ad rank might shake out in an actual Google auction for a search query. Here's an example of ad rank helping to show that you don't necessarily have to have the highest bid to win the auction and achieve top placement. Remember that 2 of the 3 ad rank components don't cost anything to get right. In fact, you can have the lowest CPC bid compared to your competitors if you have the highest quality score and excellent eligible ad extensions in place. In this example, you can see the lowest max CPC bid with the highest quality score and ad extensions built out could very easily win the #1 placement. When it comes to ad rank, slow and steady wins the race. Yes, you have to pay attention to your max CPC bids, but it can pay off much more in the long run to put more focus on the things you can control that don't have a cost associated with them, and to build a solid foundation of quality score with well-organized keywords, tightly relevant, compelling ad copy, and excellent landing pages, coupled with running all eligible ad extensions for your campaigns. Building out all of these key factors for all of your paid search initiatives, puts the most control, the most levers in your favor to help you take a long run strategy for building quality score and for winning in the ad rank arena. So, the long-term strategy is going to pay off for you most in terms of, getting the most benefit out of the campaigns you run and allowing you to then truly use max CPC as a lever to control the true value of the clicks you want to win. Clayton, what kind of questions do we have that have come in?
Yeah, thanks so much, Patrick. That was fantastic overview of a lot of the different dimensions of paid search. It's an incredibly fascinating topic and definitely dynamic. And I know there's so much more we could talk about. I've tried to distill a number of the questions coming down, just in the interest of time, of course. So first one that came in, I really like this one. This is a bit of a technical piece, but definitely an important one. So here's the question. I've heard of repixeling on Facebook ads. Can it be done with Google ads? The retargeting idea?
Sure. So I believe what they're talking about is pixeling somebody else's site actually, and then targeting off of it. It's I guess I suppose in a technical sense it is possible. It's would only be considered ethical if you have a sort of a kind of a partnership and a what do you want to say, explicit agreement to do so, the way you would do with, like, say, second party audience data, where you might have a partner sharing data with you. From an ethical standpoint, just sort of piggybacking on somebody's site would be considered, pretty unethical. But if you have certain kinds of partnerships with relevant sites, there's no technical barrier to doing it. And then, certainly as a follow-on, making sure that you have the right remarketing pixels in place on all of your own websites is a crucial element of a well-constructed Google Ads program, so that you can remarket appropriately. And again, you can also leverage the audiences published from Google Analytics for remarketing purposes as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thanks for that response. Should I be targeting keywords, paid search targeting keywords for my company name?
It's a great question. It's again one of those where there are some different philosophical differences on it. Depending on how competitive the industry you're in is, it's typically cheap to bid on your own company name, and it means you'll have one more spot in the search results where you're, and in a paid context, you will have, control, very close control over what that ad looks like. So I personally think, I would never not bid on my own company or recommend a client to not. I would never recommend they don't. So my short answer would be yes. And but some people say, well, I'm dominating with my organic results for my brand. Why, I'll invest that money elsewhere. I personally think it's cheap competitive insurance to keep a competitor from possibly ranking there. And again, it gives you one more control over how your brand shows up in the search engines. And I don't care what anybody tells you, paid search advertising is brand advertising.
Yeah, it's a great response because there are philosophical differences, and that's one of the reasons we have to pay attention to measurement. Hopefully, we can actually expand on that over the next coming sessions. And unfortunately, though, it does look like that's all the time we have for questions. If there are any remaining, we can deal with those outside of the webinar and email responses back. Now, as we mentioned before, this was part one of our three-part series. So join us next Tuesday for the second part of Fundamentals of Google Ads. I want to thank everyone again for joining us, and we'll see you at one of our next events. And a big thank you to Patrick as well for taking us through some really important fundamentals to get you started and ramped up in paid search engine marketing, but also two, for taking some very challenging and tough questions kind of on the spot. So thank you very much and look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
Thanks, Clayton.